I notice, and I'm not picking on any individual person because I think it's more than one. So it's like a trend I'd like to reverse. So I've seen something like this in the weekly updates, things along the lines of, I watched this or that video. And that to me is a red flag because it doesn't imply that there was an active process where the person actually did the problem on their own first. You need to really try on your own. It's not a checkbox I tried, attempted, moved on. So that means if there's a brute force solution, you have to get it. If there's a performant one, you have to hold yourself to get it. Then you have to stop and refine your work to get the best version of each approach so you can practice making thoughtful design decisions. So when done well, it's healthy and normal for this process to take hours or even days. And I know there are boneheads on the internet that say if you don't get it in 15 minutes, then move on, look at the answer. But frankly, most people that do this aren't any good. And it's obvious why. Problem solving is the ability to use your ingenuity, to use your brain to make progress in non-obvious ways when you don't know the answer. It is an act of creativity, of making something from what feels like nothing. So skipping over this and looking at the answer obviously doesn't allow you to practice the skill. It actually robs you of each opportunity to practice the skill. Okay, so this is getting long. So one last thing before I move on. It's really important to really know whether you could get it on your own and not just have wishful thinking that it would happen. But if you don't do it, you just can't know. You'll never know. And so you can never know where you stand, and you can't be strategic in your practice if you're ignorant about your weaknesses. You won't know where you need to improve. So then your studying becomes undirected and wasteful. So anyway, I think the message is coming through. I don't think this is an issue of awareness. I think it's an issue that has more to do with almost character. Like, do you really care about your intellectual growth? Are you really willing to hold yourself to a high standard when it feels difficult? Or are you just satisfied with going through the motions? Like, if that truly is the case, then I guess that's a different situation. So ultimately, it really is your responsibility, but at least in the assessments, we do try to model what should happen and take you through that process with us.